Hi. So, I suffered for you people because I knew that there were these two videos on Tammy's channel where she openly, out of her own mouth, admits that the attacks that she's made on Shannon, Randy, Savage, Pirate were all these. Well, there's two different conspiracies she's trying to roll with here. One of which is that, and this is going to be it's in part of this video right here, that where she blamed it on Pam and said that it was under Pam's direction that she said all these horrible things and she didn't mean any of it. And she also talks about how uh, she was attacking Shannon. It was all a parody, and Shannon just didn't understand parodies. And then it morphs like 15 hours later into um, this is all just part of a big psychological study because she's a wizard of psychology, and um, she's apparently doing this social psychological study of social media, and she's somehow the leader of this for the government. I don't know what she's talking about. Half the time, nobody knows what Tammy's talking about. And the thing is, for the people that want to revise history, like Janie, and the people that aren't OGs that are watching her that don't understand, is that we have watched this behavior with her for years now, and that nobody would watch her or even say anything about her if she didn't go on the attack with these people all the time. That's the only thing that gets Tammy attention, and she knows it. And then when she gets backlash and it gets really negative, then she does this kind of shit that I'm going to have you listen um, to try and deflect and to try and make it sound like she's sorry, like some contrition about what she's done. But then she turns around and does it all over again when she either doesn't get the reception that she's expecting, where people just don't forgive it, because you can't say things like she says about people and have them, forgive. So when she doesn't get the reception she wants, it makes her angry, and then she does it all over again. So it's this repeated cycle. It's been going on for years. So for the people that don't know, I'm going to give just a little taste. And I'll link the full videos if you want to watch them. There's two of them, and she's done it in both of them. I personally couldn't listen to the whole thing. Eh, She's hard to listen to, but here's just a little bit of it.
Canon 666 or some shit like that. Some stupid, childish shit that I regret now. And that kind of set the center stage. Not knowing anything else was going on. For me to think back when I actually had a job working for psychological facilities. The way people reacted to that. I said, I'm scared for social media. Every time I go to the psychologist, I talk about with my ex-colleagues, Region 8 or Region 9, we're talking about human behavior on social media and how bad it is. You could be a smart person one day, real smart, no mental problems, but you're still going to react in a certain way to social media. If you've got everything going perfect in your life, there's no problems, you're not sick, your bills are paid, you like your house, you like where you live, you have a good family. Hey man, you're still going to behave to social media in a strange and odd, abnormal way. You just don't think you're doing it, probably, but we all are. The more mental illness you have, the more it changes the human brain and the hemispheres. All four of your lobes are changing with social media. It's a fact. And this is the kind of stuff I've done years and years ago anyway. And I enjoyed it. I liked forensic psychology, understanding how to figure out the analytical part of the human brain, why in neuroscience we do what we do, nature versus nurture, the animal kingdom, studying the animal kingdom. We would study animals in psychology, and I'd be like, oh, I'll remember that. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Watching the animals condition themselves much the same way human beings have on social media. That was my primary study, was the behavior of children, the behavior of the human brain as they change from the
I had to go ahead a little
fuck.
bit.
Don't care what you know about me, or who my family is, or what you know about my family, or what family member you go to, or who you think you can talk to, or the screenshots you can have, or where you can look up, the background that I have, the criminal record that I have, the psychological medications that I'm on. I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. These haters are destroying what little bit of brain and medical I have left because I'm a good damn woman. I'm a good person on earth. I got my flaws just like the rest of you people. I got my medical conditions just like the rest of you people. I made mistakes just like the rest of you people. But I am sick and tired of the wicked judgment on my family over here in Raymond, Mississippi. Much like yourselves. I've had enough myself. I've had it with you guys who are hating on my family. I have to find out about it with screenshots and links and bullshit conversations that I'm not even going to show on this internet today, okay? I've pulled every record I need to pull. I'm tired of pulling them. I'm tired of reading it. Tired of trying to show somebody else to read it to me. I've spent more time dealing with this with Michelle because of this shit. She's the one that's been helping me find it all in the first place. I know every cotton picking person on the planet that's damned me and my family in Raymond. Every single person.
Michelle sounds like a shit stir.
Everybody. That's what I told her last night. She was concerned about me. My friend. Do what? No. Probably deal with my big mouth. I need to get in a rope instead of a belt, remember? Come put some in my Mountain Dew. Better not drink coffee either, according to somebody who typed. I'd be in trouble if I drank coffee. No. You're comedians that you love so damn much. You don't know my life. Stop judging me. I'll stop judging you. I'll stop judging you motherfuckers if you stop judging me. Who the hell are you people? Who the hell do you think you are? Shit.
Shit.
Damn. And that's what I decided to do. I didn't tell anybody, or it would have corrupted the psychological study that I wanted to do. If I'd went and videoed, like I video everything else, and said, I'm going to do this August study on those people who can't stand me anyway, called the pirate ship. I'm just going to go after them and light them up, and then throw a few strangers in there and see what happens in the psychological study. That's exactly what Tammy Lynn did, and I didn't need nobody's permission. I just got the exact result as suspected. The exact result. The exact result happened. You see me go after truthfully Trisha once or twice. That's part of a study. I'm sorry y'all don't understand that. Then I hit Trailer Park Barbie one time. And she unfollowed me and unfriended me, just like I told you you would.
Shouldn't have done that. You should have just took it.
The consistency with Shannon moved out of the psychological study. That's true. Once me and Shannon hit a plateau in the psychological brain study, I said, well, this is moving in a different direction. So I dropped the study and just become myself with Shannon. That's what happened. That's true. I know how to do a psychological study. I'm not too far gone yet, people. It started out as a psychological testing of human behavior that I have degrees in.
So, Tammy's narrative that she's trying to run with people that don't know, that I've tried to ask her about, and she pretends that she can't, because she's blind, she can't read anything. And one of her mods, who's always in her lives, but never speaks, like never types, just they're there just to remove any comments of people like me who will go in and say, "Hey, what about when you said this?" And catch her in her lies. That's all deleted, like immediately. She doesn't want anyone to see that. But there are people that have been around long enough to know that she is not a victim. That this has been going on for a couple of years now, and it's either it's she started it because it was under the direction of Pam, because she's such a strong woman. I don't know about you, but nobody could like make me say disparaging, horrible things about another person, because to me that's a weak person. You're a weak female if you can be manipulated into doing that. So she always talks about how strong she is. Well, that's kind of weak behavior. Um, and then it moves on to the psychological study, and then the parody that Shannon just didn't understand. No, these have been vicious attacks, and people like Janie that want to revise the history of it. These are not attacks that have just come out of nowhere. This is her saying horrible, vicious things. And then she apologizes and says that she knows she's wrong for saying them. And then turns around and does it all over again. And doesn't seem to get that if you're going to continue to do that, your apologies mean nothing. And especially if you're going after people's kids. If you go after people's kids, then I would say 98% of the people on here aren't going to want a fucking thing to do with you. But what I want her to do is stop lying about people that I know. Stop lying about Savage. Stop lying about Pirate. Stop attacking Angelo and lying about him. And leave my friends Shannon and Randy the fuck alone. Don't mention their children again. And every time you do, I'm going to report your ass. And every time, and I'm not the only one. And every time you try and run this victim narrative, I'm going to be there to remind people. No, this is what really happened. She's not just been attacked out of nowhere. Because to be honest with you, she does these 15-hour long streams that if she wasn't going after people like Shannon and Pirate and Savage and Randy, nobody would fucking pay attention to her. Like, because it's nonsense. Nobody wants to listen to it. So the only way she can get any attention is by going after them, because then she gets people fired up, and yeah, they go after her. And then when the fire gets too hot, then she's sorry and she didn't mean it, and everybody just took it the wrong way, and she just wanted to see everybody's homes, and that's why she doesn't like that we don't cam up and show her where we live and let her know all about our lives. The woman is a sociopath, and I'm not attacking her mental illness, but she's viciously attacked my friends, and she has earned every piece of the backlash she has gotten for it. And she has absolutely no conscience about the things that she said. She wished the death of my friend's grandchild. She wished that. That's a sociopath to me. So no, I don't believe her when she tries to say she's sorry or she didn't mean it that way. I don't believe her. And I certainly don't believe the victim narrative, because it's always something, you know, new and different, and psychological studies, and somebody else made me say it. No, no, bitch, you said that on your own. And a few years ago, I did go to a creator that she was going after, and it said, I really think there's something wrong with her, so I just ignore her. And they did ignore her. But now, after the things that she has said about these people that I know and that I've grown to care about, have at her. That's how I feel about it. If you're gonna go after somebody's kids, you get every fucking thing you deserve. Every piece of it, of the backlash that she's getting, is well deserved and warranted. So leave my friends alone. That's all I have to say. But for anybody who isn't clear, I will put the links for the two videos where she admits that it was wrong, and that at first it was Pam, and then it was her big psychological study. Twice now she's admitted that she knows that Savage isn't an alcoholic, and she knows it's wrong that she said those things, and she knows that Shannon has lovely children and all this other, and she didn't mean any of that, but then she turns around and does it all over again after she admits that she knows she's wrong. Leave my fucking friends alone, Tammy. Leave them alone. Shannon, I love you.